現地4月20日、ドジャースはロッキーズにマンシー、ラッシング、ロハスらのホームランで12対3で快勝。ロハスは記念すべき1000本安打を達成しました。大谷も見事にルース超えの連続52出塁と記録を伸ばしました。絶好調ドジャースですが、本日試合前にカブスのカウンセル監督が大谷に関し苦言を呈しました。それに対してのロバーツ監督の反論も含めた試合後の全会見およびカブスの監督の苦言会見を訳しました。
Dave Roberts right now with Kirsten and the media.
Well, Dave, first Justin Wrobleski. I mean, 7 innings, 1 run. He's obviously coming off an excellent outing, but for him to now piece these 2 back-to-back, what does it just say as to where he is as a starting pitcher?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's going 8 innings and 7 innings. He's just going after hitters, attacking, and he keeps the pace of play up. He puts the ball in play, and these last 2 outings have been huge for the bullpen. Allows us to reset, and getting out of Coors Field 4 games and then to have a night like tonight was big, but he's come a long way.
When you look at Max Muncy and Miguel Rojas, it felt like those 2, I mean, essentially single-handedly got Jose Quintana out of this game. What did you like just from their performance offensively and how those 2 can really feed off each other?
Well, I think with Miggy, it was just great, being ready when called upon, and obviously with Quintana starting, being left-handed, it was good to get him in there and take the at-bats that he did. Moved him in the middle of the order, which I liked him right there tonight. And, Max just has always liked playing at Coors Field, and the numbers speak to it, and had another big night. And, with Freddie being gone and kind of just looking at the lineup, I needed him to be in there tonight, and he was more than happy to be in there and play 4 in Coors. And he hasn't done that a lot. In a 4-game series, we try to give guys a day off, but he was ready for it, and fortunately for us, he had a big night.
Was Rojas more eager to get the 1,000th hit, or you to pretend to throw the ball over the fence when he got it?
I think more of the 1,000 hit. He's been waiting for this one. This is a big milestone, and he's big on milestones and moments, and and he's done a lot of good things in this game, and so for him to get it was a huge thing for him. And yeah, I wanted to have a little fun with him, and I don't think I had enough arm to throw it over the screen anyway, but I thought I'd have a little fun with him.
Did he get or give the toast after the game for that?
You know what? I think, that's a good question, because he's kind of the glue and does all the toast. But usually we have the toast for winning a series, which we didn't do this series. But hopefully someone in there acknowledges that.
Does it feel a split here? Feel disappointing, or you just survive a 4-game set here?
You know what? I think that you never like to. I don't like to lose any games, but I do think that if you look at it in total, I think we just had a couple bad innings that cost us a couple games. But yeah, taking 2 from here, and then we'll play another division rival in the Giants for the next 3 games, and Yoshi's already there in San Francisco, hopefully resting, and feel good about this next series.
Is this about as well as it could have gone for Russian to start the season?
Yeah, it is. It is, and the guys like him. He's comfortable, and he's we're trying to do a good job of getting him in there, getting him some at bats, and he's performing. And so it's good to see him smile. He's really hard on himself and expects a lot, but he's off to a tremendous start.
You mentioned moving Muncy up in the order. Was there anything more to that relatively last-minute switch?
No, it was. I just didn't. I just kind of had a feeling that I didn't know how long Quintana was going to go, and I wanted to kind of get Max in there a little bit sooner, up a little bit higher, and felt having a little protection behind him with Miguel was a good decision. And I like Alex calls at bat, so to put him in the 2, I felt he could see a lot of pitches and hopefully get to their pen. It didn't work out that way. We just got to Quintana, which was great. But they all performed well tonight.
Did Greg Counsell had some comments before the game, just basically saying it was kind of bizarre the Dodgers are allowed to get an extra pitcher essentially through the Ohtani rule? Obviously, it's not something that has to do with tonight's game. But is that something where you feel like that rule is applied fairly in a way, or what do you think about sort of how the rules kind of benefited you guys over the last couple of years?
Well, the thing is that it certainly benefits us because we have the player, but that's something that regardless of any team that would have Ohtani would have that player, and we're more than willing to have other teams go out and find a player that can do both. So he's an exception because he's an exceptional player. So yeah, I mean it is what it is.
What kind of a loss is it for the team being without a guy like Diaz for until the second half of the season?
It's a loss. It's a loss. It gives other guys opportunities, but losing your closer is a big loss, and so other guys gonna have to step up, and that's kind of fortunately for us we got a lot of depth, and we got some other guys should be coming back here in the next few weeks.
All right, we heard Dave Roberts just talking about this before the game. Edwin Diaz placed on the 15-day injured list with right elbow loose bodies. He pitched yesterday in Colorado, did not record an out. It was his first time pitching in 9 days. His velocity was down considerably once again. The three-time All-Star closer is going to undergo surgery on Wednesday at Kerlan Jobe and is expected to return sometime during the second half of the season.
Whenever you want. I think the teams all 5 teams are playing well. It's 20 games. It means something. It means that they've played well. It probably means there hasn't been too much division play yet. I think that I don't think there has. But all the teams are certainly playing well.
We've talked a lot over the years about how with the DH, there's not much need for pinch hitting. The lineups don't change much. You've had a weekend where you had 3 big pinch hits in a row. Does any of you miss kind of the old days of when a pitcher could come in for one batter, or you had pitchers hitting? There's a lot. It would seem like there was a lot more strategizing going on in the dugout. Is it?
I did enjoy that part of it. I don't know if I enjoyed pitchers hitting, but yeah. We took the DH out of the game yesterday, which doesn't happen very often, and that does bring some more choices from a strategy standpoint into the game. So, like I said, we were out of position players. That's not a great feeling either. But yeah, there is more choices to make when you have to, if your pitcher is hitting and you have to keep them away late in the game, especially obviously the second half of the game. There's always more choices in that National League game. Yeah.
Has anyone ever explained to you why rosters have to be 13 and 13, and that there is not more flexibility when teams obviously need pitchers at certain times, just to get through things like you're going through right now? I know you can't control it. Why bother talking about it? But I don't understand the logic of it.
Yeah, I've never understood it either. It's an offensive rule. Essentially, it's a rule to help offense, I think, more than anything, if you ask me. And then there's one team that's allowed to carry basically one of both, and that he gets special consideration, which is probably the most bizarre rule.
Yeah.
For one team.
Nothing stopping you from going out and adding a player like that.
What's that? Well, there's not another player like that, but one team gets different rules for that player.
You could find one in theory.
Go find him.